first time we've seen Wang Chuqin taking off that watch on the catwalk. He's a man of fashion. If you talk to the Chinese fans, they'll be the first to tell you this man loves his brands. The classy guy on the table and off. And he's playing somebody who was quite classy in their last encounter. A 3-0 victory, Anton Shelby. So, as those wristbands flash in the crowd, it's so cool that they're in sync. It's almost like the audience is being tracked. Are they? I don't know. You can cast your vote on WorldTableTennis.com. Here's the tale of the table head-to-head in WTT events. Anton Shelby 1-0, that 3-0 victory. The world number 16 will battle again against the world number 1. And I wouldn't be surprised if he considers himself the underdog for sake of staying humble and focused here. At his best, he was world number 12. And our umpire, Chung Da-eun from Korea. Good to have you back.
Wang, come for the toss, please.
Very polite as always. Oh, DJ, so good. Fasha, pulling my heartstrings here on the turntables.
I have red or black. Wang Chuqin red, Shelby black. Shelby win the toss. Receive, which side?
Find me a slicker coin toss other than the first time you saw her on court. Chung Da-eun every time with that coin toss looking gangsta AF. All right, here cross-court warm-up. 2 minutes they have to shake out the nerves. Wang Chuqin, we can talk about his last year all we want. It's the most recent history we have. And I think the best predictor of the future is the past. The 24-year-old is world number 1. And he had a tough opening round, but he came back strong. Yukiya Uda in the first round, but look at this. Find me another player with this many championships, this many titles. Star contender Doha, Singapore smash, the defending champ Saudi smash, and the finals Fukuoka. Only one smash he didn't capture last year because the world number 2 took him out, took care of business. Lin Shidong. Interesting. Love seeing the fan paraphernalia, or the pan paraphernalia. I've been saying that like every other time. Packed house here with Wang Chuqin and Sun Ying-Xia to follow. It's a hot ticket to get. 27 years old. The world number 16, Anton Shelby, with 2 titles to his name, has taken down more and more Chinese players in recent history. So you want to come for a ride? Hop in my DeLorean and let's go for a little trip, a smashback, if you will, to the WTT champions, Frankfurt 2024. This was the round of 16 in Frankfurt. Look at the score line. Not 12-10. So you just saw 10-5 in game 2. 10-6 here. 11-6. 3-0 with authority. Anton Shelby, a very humble smile, just turns business as usual. He's as humble as they come. I've known him a long time. Look at the muscles out here. A tall guy. What do the fans think? 76% behind Wang Chuqin. Whether that's they believe he will win or they hope that it will be Hope himself. Cast your votes at WorldTableTennis.com or on the WTT app. Or you could mail in your vote, but it won't be received by anything that will affect that on TV.
Chuqin to start. Love all.
But it'd be a fun exercise. So best of 5. Packed house here from the Infinity Lounge to the general seats. Tough ticket to get. Best of 5. Wang Chuqin to start.
Love 1.
Beautiful finisher here. For me, the most impressive thing in that rally is how calm Anton Shelby looked after receiving that net ball. Yeah, he's a tall guy, but didn't lose balance at all, didn't panic. Good finish from the world number 1. Oh, clever. Turn on me, I dare you. Go ahead, take that step, son. See what happens. Yeah, turn that corner. Pivot. Pivot, why don't you? Grab me something while you're there in that backhand corner. Speaking of pivot, full commitment on this. The leaping and lunging shots of Lionheart. Getting low for this one. That's a lot of pressure to put on the opponent. Ooh, kissy face from Marcus Huiberry. Not vertical, the warning, let called on the serve. I know a lot of the internet will be happy to see. Just in general, the serves being enforced, it's not a personal thing. That is the job of the umpire, to recognize the ball. It's not the player holding it, it's the toss itself. It's the verticality of the toss, like machinery. Oh, the pace in this one. Back and forth as quick as can be. That third fast ball is Anton Shelby. It's only his second point. It's been a while since the first point of this match. Remember the scoreline you just saw on screen from the end of last year, Frankfurt? This is a big point. The reason is he was handcuffed on the serve to prove to himself that he can make the most of this uncomfortable situation, steal that attack from inside the table. It's going to be a lot of pressure on Shelby.
5-3.
2-point game here. Anton trailing, staying in it. He shakes it off well here, Anton. The backhand had the table open. The idea was right. Can't change the past. No point in worrying about it. A little bit of stoicism. Good reasoning, in my opinion. Extra spin over the table, right inside the baseline. Shelby with that big opening. It was off the table just ever so slightly, but as close to that baseline as can be. Power on the Chiquita. Sees the Chiquita coming in, handles the side spin. So fluid, so aggressive near the table. The combination is smart from WANGCHUQIN. He says, come in for that short forehand. I'm going to send it back to your deep backhand. But the quality on the opening was enough that the ball never came back. Anton Shelby has been part of a strong Swedish team for quite some time, with Matthias Falk and Christian Karlsson ahead of him. Generation him and Truls Morgard right now, the leaders for the team. And a spinning backhand sets him up in front. He was down 1-4. Which means he's won, what, 6 out of the last 8? Hello.
Play on.
A lot of different reactions. The girls earlier threw their heads down to show their hats and hide their faces. Different personalities. It's all good. Ooh. Love to see around the nets attempted. From that camera angle, tough to know for sure. But for him to wait to get the ball that low. So the contact looked like he was trying to go cross court on the diagonal, at least the direction of the shot. Perfect placement, though, to get some delay on the receiver's side. Good pressure, and he's back up by 1. A seesaw scoreboard here. WANGCHUQIN. He's been a fighter from the time he was young. How he manifests it, how he handles it, it's changed with time. Oh, but a bend on this forehand. Anton Shelby goes inside out. A movie I was just thinking about with the different personality types. Check this one out. Heavy side. Constantly on his toes. The muscles just full flex mode. Only resting for the briefest of moments between these short spurts of energy. 8 points apiece. Much different than the scores we saw in Frankfurt. Nerves? Time will tell. Ooh. Now the verticality on that toss was perfect. You have to remember, WANGCHUQIN was already warned. It's a natural reaction for a lot of players to change the verticality a bit as it gets deeper into a tight match or a tight game. Making sure it's by the letter here. Leaves the table open once again, and it is safe on his side of the table with the quality of shot coming in. He sets up 2 game points from below the net to play with that quality on the parallel. Gets a 3-time Olympic finalist on his feet. Wang Hao, the coach for WANGCHUQIN. Defending champion here with 2 game points. Long serve bottle challenge. Deep to that backhand of his southpaw opponent. One game point saved, 1 more to go.
Let 9, 10.
Oh, what a follow. Quick footwork here. Shelby with the fast move to the wide forehand. This is a quality receive. Flick on the parallel. Short stroke for a tall guy.
10.
And there's a reason Anton Shelby has beaten several of the best in the world, including the man across him right now. Across the table, the best in the world at this moment. Deuce. Alternating serves.
No place, please.
That's what's up. Anton quick to clear it. Don't want to have to worry about that after the ball's in play. Must win by 2. WANGCHUQIN on this serve.
10, 11.
I'd be very curious to see that. Check him. Ooh. I don't think Anton liked that serve. Mandarin lip read there. 3rd game point here for WANGCHUQIN. And the touch game tested in near the net. WANGCHUQIN takes game number 1. A lot of emotions right now in the stands, let alone on the table. Toss back here. Maybe offering a taste of his own. Let's see. Good hands. WANGCHUQIN takes away that opening attack and then glides inside and puts it away. So game number 2, we'll see what happens. It's 1-0 WANGCHUQIN.
发球也发到，他是真摆，回一下，然后回现在回摆的感觉非常好，回一下跟反防这些都没问题啊，就是有这样的实践的要有配合，他还有实践这块他不会脱球。
Here's a little look at some seeds, those standing anyway. 5 left. Number 8, Patrick Franziska. Number 6, Hugo Calderano, the thrill from Brazil. Liang Jingquin, number 4, a strong teammate to Lin Shidong, the world number 2, the man with the most wins in WTT, and the man on table, the top seed, world number 1, WANGCHUQIN. Back for game number 2, it's Anton Shelby. Started off with the serves. After a tight game 1. Interesting. Long serve to the forehand just to get into the rally. So from this camera angle you could see Wasn't trying to surprise, wasn't quite at the baseline. I'm sorry, that's a silly claim on my part. Wasn't trying to surprise in the sense that, just to clarify, that he wasn't going for a super fast baseline serve. I think it got away a little bit. Anton Schellberg waving, saying hi. Sorry, I like you too. But the flash is a little bit distracting right now. Good pressure on the receive. His receive game is incredibly strong. Has been, no doubt. Backhand opening, the thumb propelling the racket forward. WANGCHUQIN just trying to calibrate and figure out the top spin he wants on the counter. Oh, nice flick. Surprise, surprise. It's possible I missed an edge ball off the racket here. I think Anton would have said something. A lot to take in here. The upper rows. Again, a hot ticket. If you're anywhere near Singapore and it's not sold out every day, every session, jump on it. Nice catch by the ball kick, too. Everybody's playing their best out here. My goodness. Anton, watch this shot. One more time. Get ready. Oh, beautiful strawberry chop. And from the height of the net, WANGCHUQIN drives it into the elbow.
4-2.
That was big. Yeah. Understand those feelings. It's the reason that fist is up high in the air. It's a flex in every sense. One thing WANGCHUQIN is amazing at is coming back. And in the macro right now, if you zoom out just a little bit, Frankfurt, this is his chance to come back for Frankfurt. And a quality long push, heavy rotation as he jabs under the ball. Teeth coming out in the crowds.
Length 2-6.
Oh, soft hands. Keeping that ball short. WANGCHUQIN using the table for what it's best at. An honest bounce. Man, that's a lot of racket speed inside the table. Just a short, shallow ball. This time the contact is made, and the result Anton was looking for, he gets. Thinking back to that strawberry he pulled out, you might not think of Anton Schellberg as the most creative player in the game. You might not think about the feeling and the touch that he has. I'll tell you, when he was warming up with Truls before the event started, he hit a left-handed around the net for a winner.
And 3.
Just goes to show you, to be one of the top players in the world, chances are you've got pretty much all the skills up your sleeves. It's just a question of what the top priority is to pull out in any given moment. Fast feed here. Good move wide, full extension. WANGCHUQIN, that reach. Takes incredible care of himself here, playing smart. 7 of the last 8 points. He's in control, the world #1. Bottle challenge serve for an outright point. And the touch game, his pushes have been so controlling. Think about how many times he's pushed and gotten Anton to push back. 6 game points here for the world number 1. There it is, underneath the first. 11-6. It's a 2-0 lead as Wang Chuqin gets one step closer to another round, the quarterfinals. The defending champion on the women's side of the game cannot say the same. The man I'm about to name has risen in fame the way he's played this game. Wang Chuqin up 2-0 after a 12-10 victory in game 1, dominant in game number 2. So here's a look at table number 2. Ricardo Walter of Germany, man with incredible feeling, fighting against Liang Jingquin, but Liang Jingquin too strong, powers through 3-0. Strong performance, Liang Jingquin, the 3rd world-ranked Chinese man. And here's a look at the draw right now. He'll face Zhang Wujin in the next round, a man who finally put an end to the run of Gao Chengwei. Alexis Debgan and Dong Qiu, 3-3 in their head-to-head. Lin Shidong waiting for a date. It's going to be Lin Yunru or Ugo Calderano. Should be a thrilling battle. So much to watch here. WorldTableTennis.com for the live scoring, but whatever you're watching right now is the place to be. Wang Chuqin 2-0 up against Anton Kjellberg. And a point on serve for the first point. Wang Chuqin. Wang Chuqin just looking more and more comfortable. Remember, he did take the last title last year. It was a turbulent last 6 months, from the summer all the way through the China Smash. You might think to yourself, with so many fans watching, does Wang Chuqin have something to prove to his fans? I don't think so. I think he has something to prove to himself, and the fans will support him either way. He knows he's capable. The question is, how do you come back? So far, he's answered that question well in this event. Timeout here for Anton Kjellberg. That strawberry chop, this was the response. 129.2 revolutions per second as he gets low and got the crowd high. Hands up in the air all around the stadium after that rally. Back from the timeout, it's 0-3. Nice combination here. Not even a flinch from our umpire, although you wouldn't have expected a flinch after the coin tosses she's delivered. It's amazing how strong a serve is when you've got a good third ball waiting. 13 of the last 16 points for the world number 1, Wang Chuqin. Nice change of pace here, a bit more spin for security here. Kjellberg with his first point since the timeout, second point since the timeout. Wait a minute. 2 minus 0 equals 2. Right. Good times. 2 serving 4.
3-4.
Making his way back in. 3 of the 4 points since the timeout. Little shovel serve. Something we saw in the earlier rounds from Anton Kjellberg. This serve where he comes under the ball.
5-3.
The kicker. I'm guessing the main reason we're not seeing it out here so much is that WANGCHUQIN has a really good read, and it just allows him a little bit more time. The element of surprise on the second bounce is the key ingredient in that cake. Some clear frustration out here, Anton Kjellberg. Good read of the spin, soft hands. Flick to the middle. WANGCHUQIN just picking his place on the table. The quality of this attack. Says play with your head. You know better. Set up the point. Put yourself in a position to win.
Left.
To imagine there's a flash somewhere in the crowd.
6-3. 4-6.
Good deep push here. 2-point ball game. But he's going to have to be on the other side of this equation, Anton Kjellberg, if he wants to keep this going. Must win by 2. WANGCHUQIN 2 games up. Nice response to a fast long push. Very fluid wrist. Now remember, this is real pressure. I say that because Anton Kjellberg won 3-0 in fine form last time they played.
5-6.
Good touch here.
6-all.
I think the crowd didn't realize who won the points. Don't get me wrong, Anton's got a fair share of fans around the world, but in this stadium here today, the overwhelming majority, I think, just said, "Oh, my bad." Just reminding you, WANGCHUQIN, I'm here for you. 6 points apiece now.
7-6.
This is tough. I say that because from that camera angle, it looked like a ball that Anton will make 9 times out of 10. And he was the one closer to the table in better position to win this point. That said, WANGCHUQIN in front by 1. Surprise, surprise.
7-all.
Where's it coming? That flexible wrist. There's a reason that the upper bodies of most players in table tennis don't look like their lower bodies. They need to power themselves around a spring, and they need to stay fluid on top.
7-8.
To find balance, of course, strength is needed all around. Touch play here, WANGCHUQIN controlling so well. There it is, the kicker. And still WANGCHUQIN puts it to rest. First time I can recall seeing this serve. Watch how much the ball jumps. WANGCHUQIN with the perfect read, much like we had talked about earlier. And you imagine Anton Kjellberg had predicted. Three match points for a dish. Best served cold.
No pressure.
Can you imagine being so calm and polite in a moment like this? He's just kind all the way to the core. Wow.
8-10.
Nothing kind about that, though. Backhand inside the table. Respectful, if nothing else, bringing his A game out here. A little bit of height on this. Perfect read. Out of reach. Didn't get a lip read on that.
8-10.
1 match point saved. 2 more to go. Anton Kjellberg with the serve. And WANGCHUQIN takes it back. He cannot change Frankfurt, but he is fighting to move on and defend his title here. He gets through a man who got through him like a sharp knife through some warm butter in Frankfurt. But he knows where his bread is buttered. WANGCHUQIN with that big forehand, the follow-up third ball attack, and the touch game was confident all around. And from an early serve warning, there was no conversation about it again for the rest of the match. Anton Kjellberg, as strong as can be, has met the best man in the world in form here today. So you never know what you're going to get at the table. Table tennis, beautiful to watch. And we've seen a lot of upsets in this event, but not to this man here, not today. WANGCHUQIN moves on to the quarterfinals, and the fans will be thrilled. He's looking to retain that #1 spot in the world. And you can feel it, the empathy there, as he says to him, man, you came close. Not everything worked out your way. Sorry about this. So WANGCHUQIN moves on. Will face Patrick Franziska, the giant slayer and the gentle giant himself. Lin Shadong waiting for Ugo Calderano, and Lin Yunru, the silent assassin, to battle it out. And the other 4 men, Liang Jingquin, Zhang Wujin paired up, Dang Qiu and Alexis Lebrun, a European clash. A big brother of a pen holder versus, well, a big brother like pen holder. The 2 coming up, Sun Ying-Xia, the world #1, and Sofia Polkanova of Austria. That women's singles battle's coming up right after this.
For tomorrow, never see the end of the night filled with sorrow. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love when everything's said and done? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love when everything's said and done? What do we do to love?